If there's one car that embodies the pure spirit of driving in the United States, it's the Mazda MX-5 Miata. This little roadster has built a legacy on simplicity, balance, and fun. It doesn't try to be the most powerful car on the road, and it doesn't try to be the flashiest, but it delivers something that most modern cars can't replicate: an honest, lightweight, driver-focused experience. Today, we're diving deep into the details of this car, covering its exterior, interior, performance, and price to see if the MX-5 Miata still earns its reputation as one of the best sports cars for real enthusiasts. The first thing that grabs attention is the design. The Mazda MX-5 Miata has a shape that's unmistakable, low to the ground with sleek proportions and a design that speaks to agility rather than brute strength. The long hood and short rear deck give it that classic roadster silhouette. Mazda's Kodo design language shines through with flowing lines and sculpted curves that catch the light beautifully, whether it's in classic colors like Soul Red Crystal or a stealthy jet black. The headlights are slim and modern, giving it a sharp and slightly aggressive face while still looking approachable. The compact size makes it look almost toy-like, but in the best possible way. The wheels, usually in the 16 to 17-inch range depending on trim, fill the arches nicely and keep the stance planted. At the rear, the taillights are clean and rounded, with a dual exhaust setup that hints at sportiness without being over the top. This is a car designed for people who value simplicity and elegance over flash, and on American roads crowded with bulky trucks and SUVs, the MX-5 looks refreshingly different. Step inside, and the theme of minimalism continues. The interior of the MX-5 Miata is not about luxury excess, but about creating an environment that keeps you focused on the drive. The cabin is tight, no doubt, but it's intentionally so. The seats are snug and supportive, bolstered just enough to keep you planted through corners without being uncomfortable for longer drives. Upholstery varies from cloth on the lower trims to leather and even Alcantara on higher trims or special editions, and Mazda keeps everything feeling higher quality than you'd expect at this price point. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather, perfectly sized, and most importantly, it feels alive in your hands. Instrumentation is simple, with a large central tachometer reminding you that this car is about revs and engagement. There's a small digital display for essential info, but it doesn't overload you with screens and distractions like so many modern cars. The infotainment system is functional, with a 7-inch display controlled by a rotary dial near the shifter, keeping your hands close to the controls where they should be. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, so you're not missing out on modern connectivity, even if the interface itself feels dated compared to rivals. Storage is minimal, as you'd expect in a roadster: no massive cup holders, no cavernous trunk, just enough space for a couple of weekend bags. That's part of the charm, though. The MX-5 Miata isn't pretending to be a family hauler. It's a driver's car first and foremost. Now let's talk about what makes this car so legendary: performance. Under the hood, you'll find a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine that produces around 181 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. On paper, those numbers don't sound impressive, especially in a world where family SUVs easily push 300 horsepower, but the magic lies in the weight. The Miata tips the scales at around 2,300 pounds, making it one of the lightest cars you can buy today. That low weight transforms those modest power figures into something that feels far more engaging than the numbers suggest. The car revs eagerly, with peak power coming high in the rev range, encouraging you to row through the gears. Speaking of gears, the 6-speed manual transmission is arguably one of the best in the industry. The shifter throws are short and precise, with a mechanical feel that makes every gear change satisfying. If you prefer, there's also a 6-speed automatic available, but purists will always tell you the manual is the way to go. And they're right. Handling is where the MX-5 really comes alive. Thanks to its perfect 50-50 weight distribution and finely tuned suspension, this car dances through corners with agility and precision. The steering is direct and communicative, letting you feel exactly what the front wheels are doing. It's not about insane grip levels or blistering lap times, it's about connection. Whether you're carving through a mountain road or just navigating city streets, the Miata makes every drive feel special. The ride is firm but not punishing, striking a balance between sportiness and comfort. For enthusiasts who want a little extra, the Club trim offers sport-tuned suspension, Bilstein shocks, a limited slip differential, and even Brembo brakes on some packages, giving it sharper performance without losing everyday usability. Fuel economy is another pleasant surprise. Despite being a fun little sports car, the MX-5 manages to return around 26 mpg in the city and up to 34 mpg on the highway with the manual transmission, making it practical for daily use. You can have a thrilling car that doesn't drain your wallet at the pump, which is rare these days. Pricing is where the MX-5 Miata truly shines as an accessible sports car. The base sport trim starts at around $30,000, which in today's market is extremely reasonable for a car that delivers this much joy. Move up to the club trim, and you're looking at closer to $34,000, while the top-tier Grand Touring with more luxury touches lands in the $36,000 to $38,000 range. Even fully loaded, the MX-5 is significantly more affordable than most other sports cars, and its reliability record means ownership costs stay manageable too. For enthusiasts who want something extra special, Mazda occasionally releases limited editions with unique paint, interiors, or performance upgrades, but no matter which version you pick, the value proposition is strong. In the United States,